Rewind. Did you guys not think I had Duncan? I mean, come on. I also have a book buying problem. But what the fuck was that? Hi, hello, my name is Christina and welcome to my channel, Christina's Chapters, and today we'll be doing my April TBR. Okay, so for today's video we're going to discuss the books I hope to read in April, and let's see how this goes. I'm a huge mood reader, so hopefully I'm able to stick to this TBR. I do have two parts, so there will be a hopefully definite that I get to this month, and there'll also be a honorable mention, which are books I definitely want to get to as of right now, but I am a huge mood reader, so if I be in the mood for them, who knows, but they're definitely books I definitely want to get to. So, I'm also going to put a little disclaimer here. I don't know synopses. I don't know them. The main reason why is because I like to go into most of my books blind. If you guys want to know more about these books, I am going to link all of the Goodreads to each and every one of these books down in the description. Each and every single one will be in order, and they'll all be down below if you want more detail. I will just discuss what I personally know about these books, and let's get into it. So, in the month of April, I have four buddy reads. So let's start out with the buddy read. So the first book I plan to read in April, which is a buddy read with Cammie from Burrows and Books, she'll be linked in the description as well, will be Black Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. I don't know anything about this book, but the fact that it has a beautiful cover. I've owned this book for quite some time, and Cammie actually hit me up and was like, oh my god, I want to read Black Sun. And I was like, so do I. It's been on my TBR for a very long time. So me and her decided to just buddy read it together for this month. So, let me see if I can try to get like a little blurb. So the blurb over here literally says, a god will return when the earth and sun converge under the black sun. I don't know anything about this book. I don't want to know anything about this book. I go into most of my books blind. Hey, look, it matches my nails. Ooh, that's a mood. Anyway, so I love to go especially into my fantasies very blind. I love to just kind of learn the story and learn the plot and learn the characters little by little as I read. It's the most fun thing for me personally. I do find that a lot of synopses do tend to sometimes spoil something that's not supposed to be a spoiler, but it happens like 250 pages into the book, so technically it's a spoiler. I do plan on reading this. This will probably be my first read. I plan on picking this up April 1st. So, yeah. So the next two reads will actually be buddy reads with Jan from Jan Agaton. I'll link her in the description again. She's been linked in every single description I've had on this platform. But me and her, I actually got this book for her when she hit 800 subscribers or 1K. One of them. I don't know anymore. I've gotten Jan a couple books. But I got her this book because I am desperately excited to read this book, and I cannot wait to read it with her. And me and her love witches. We love witchy. Witchy is it's our thing, okay? I'll be reading The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. All I know is that there are witches, and that it's classified as horror. That's all it took for me to pick up this book. It's also all it took for Jan to pick up this book. My key word is witchy. If there are witches and it's witchy, I'll pick it up, I'll buy it, I'll read it. I don't want to know anything else about this book. I don't want to know anything. I want to just know that it's a witchy book. And it's horror. I don't technically read horror, so I am excited to see how that really does play out. So, yes, Year of the Witching. I'll be reading that with Jan this month. This next book is also a buddy read with Jan, and that is Bunny by Mona Awad. I've owned this for about a month or two, and Jan was literally like, I'm dying to read Bunny. I know you own it. Do you want to buddy read it? And I said, hell yeah, I do. Let's go. I've been dying to read this book, but I've also been kind of hesitant to pick it up, just for the sake of being that I don't know if I'll understand it, because it is supposed to be very confusing, and it has so many mixed reviews. This is not usually what I would pick up. I believe it's classified as like dark academia because it takes place at a university, and I think there are sororities. I could be wrong. I don't know anything about this book. Once again, I don't know synopses. I don't like to know synopses. I did not know anything about this book other than the fact that it was hyped and everybody was reading it and people either loved it or they hated it. And that's why I picked it up. I'm sorry, but once again, the Goodreads link will be down below, okay? Don't get upset with me. I'm sorry. I don't like to know synopses. And the next book I'll be reading in April, definitely, is going to be a buddy read with both Jan and Cami. We will all be reading Sweet and Bitter Magic by Adrienne Tooley. Once again, the only thing I know about this book is that it's witchy. I believe it's sapphic. And the cover's pretty. That's all I know. I'm not even kidding. I don't know synopses. I don't read into synopses. All I read was that Tamsin is the most powerful witch of her generation. That's it. Also, Jan got me this book. Shout out to Jan. I have your little note. I love you. Thank you. But what the fuck was that? It's sapphic and it's witchy and that's all I gotta know. I don't have to know anything else. That's all it takes for me, okay? I'm a very simple girl. I get it from my mama. Okay, this next book I'm very, very excited about. I'm like not even gonna lie. This next book has been... I've been anticipating it. It just came out not too long ago. I literally pre-ordered this book and everything. I just haven't gotten a chance to get around to it. I am so excited. This next book is Act Your Age, Eve Brown by Talia Hibbert. I cannot wait. So this is the third book in the Brown Sisters romance trilogy. I believe this is Enemies to Lovers. I don't know. Talia Hibbert can do no wrong in my eyes. I don't care what you say, okay? She is queen of romance. She's queen of romance. And, oh my god, her steamy scenes, woo! Nobody can do it like her, okay? I am so excited for this book. I cannot wait to pick it up. This trilogy just followed the Brown sisters. I don't entirely know how to explain this very well. I will link, obviously, the Goodreads link to this. But I'll actually also link Get a Life Chloe Brown and Take a Hint Danny Brown, like a little sublink. I don't really know what the fuck that is, but it'll be in the description. I'll link all of it down below. Please, if you have not checked out this series, go check out Talia Hibbert. She's amazing. She is an amazing writer. If you have not picked anything up from her, please pick something up from her. She is absolutely amazing. Okay, so those 5 books will definitely get read. I have honorable mentions. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm a mood reader. I need space in my TBR to be able to switch out books and pick whatever the heck I want to read. I have a large TBR, people. I also have a book buying problem, so there may be more books added to this TBR. But I am going to go over my honorable mentions. Now, these books, there are 4 books. These 4 books are books I desperately want to read so bad, but I've been staring at them, and every time I want to pick them up, it's just never the right time. I'm going to tell them, and hopefully this will keep me accountable so I actually read them. Let's see. Okay, so this next book, ooh, Cammy, don't come after me because I haven't read this yet. But this next book is Kingdom of Flesh and Fire by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the second book to From Blood and Ash. I read From Blood and Ash in February. Loved it. I had a very fun time with it. I did read it for a 24-hour readathon. Kind of rushed it a little bit. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I did. Either way, I loved the ending of From Blood and Ash. I immediately purchased this. Not even 10 seconds after. It didn't take much. I'm excited to get to this. Now, I will say, it's pretty, she's a pretty thick girl. There are a lot of pages in this book. I work a 40-hour work week, and there are only 30 days in April. If you don't know, I'll explain From Blood and Ash a little bit, as much as I can. If I don't do a good job, I will once again link From Blood and Ash and Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, both in the description down below, so you guys can go and check it out. So, From Blood and Ash is about a maiden named Poppy. She is waiting on her accession, I believe is what I remember. And she is not to be looked upon, she is not to be talked to, she is not to be spoken to. I mean, that's the same thing. She's also not to be touched. She is supposed to be very innocent, okay? And a prison guard gets hired to be one of her guards, and it's a fantastical romance. Put 2 and 2 together, you get a romance. That was a very bad synopsis. I am sorry, I cannot explain books. I'm new to this booktube channel, okay? Give me a sec. I loved this book. I did give it 4 out of 5 stars. I'm excited for this book, and I really want to pick it up, so hopefully I actually do that in April. Let's hope. This next book, I am hyped for. Now, I will say, if I do end up reading this, I will 90% be picking up the actual audio, because I have heard the audio to this is amazing. So I originally heard about this book from Meg with Books. I'll link her in the description. One of my favorite booktubers. I freaking love her and her content, and her memes are A1. But that book is The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter by Theodora Goss. One, it's beautiful. I do really want the hardcovers, because the hardcovers for the series are gorgeous. But I got this from my bookstore, so it's fine. Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter. Once again, surprised. I don't really know what this is about. It follows Mary Jekyll, who I believe is hunting down Mr. Hyde for the murder of her father. I don't know if that's right. I don't think that's right. I don't know. I don't really know much. I just know that me and Meg have pretty similar reading tastes, and I'm excited for this audio. That's really it. If I do read this, it is probably going to be on my audiobook, because I've heard that the audio for this is amazing. I am sorry, I don't really know how to explain this. I truly don't know what this is about, and the reason being is because I don't want to, okay? I don't really like knowing detailed synopses. I like knowing a very, very small portion, and then figuring the rest out. Don't know what that was either, but we did it, so we're going to keep it in the video. Okay, this next book, people might come for me. So this next book, I have had for quite some time. And for some reason, I haven't read yet. I don't know why, because I really want to. But this next book is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys probably figured this out already from my last reading vlog. Oh, no, you won't, because that won't be up yet. If you follow me on Instagram, then you'll probably know that this series right here is my favorite series of all time. I have the UK Akasif dust jackets that I ordered and spent a stupid amount of money on, but I don't regret. But I haven't read her original series. And I really want to. I would love to get through Throne of Glass this year. I have not actually started it. I did not know about it when I read A Court of Thorns and Roses in high school. But knowing that she has a whole other series out, there are a lot of books in this series, okay? This is just book one. Now, I do want to read Throne of Glass, but in all honesty, I might start with The Assassin's Blade. I have heard that The Assassin's Blade does make you understand some things in here a little bit better. So, you don't have to, but if I do end up starting this series, I might read The Assassin's Blade, which I can get through my Libby. So I might read that on my Kindle. And then, might possibly pick this up. This is a huge possibly, because my TBR is pretty big this month. So, this is a possible. Once again, these are honorable mentions, people. Don't hold me accountable. Okay, we're on the last book. I promise this video is almost over, okay, people? I will shut up in due time. But this last book is probably the one of the 4 honorable mentions I just mentioned. That's weird. This is the one book that I am 95% sure I'm going to read, no matter what. This, once again, is most likely going to be one of my audiobooks that I read. I do love audiobooks. I swear by audiobooks. Love them to pieces. But I'm very excited about this book. This book is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Now, I read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo earlier this year, thanks to Jan. Thanks, babe. Loved it. Gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It is one of my all-time favorite books of my life. Loved that book to pieces. Loved Taylor Jenkins Reid's writing. And I just really wanted to read another one of her books. Now, Taylor Jenkins Reid writes mostly these historical fictions, I guess is what you would call them. You follow a celebrity, kind of. So this, I believe, follows a band called Daisy Jones and the Six. And you kind of follow what their story was. That's all I know about this book. I don't know anything else about this book. I don't want to know anything else about this book. The only thing I knew about Evelyn Hugo is that it follows what we would consider Marilyn Monroe. But she's made up. Daisy Jones and the Six is also made up. But like when I read Evelyn Hugo, I wanted to literally Google everything about Evelyn Hugo. I cannot wait to read this. This has been on my TBR for about 2 or 3 months. I got it from Book of the Month. and I cannot wait. I've heard great things about the audiobook. I might do the same thing I did with Evelyn, which is read the audiobook and this at the same time, simultaneously, but we shall see. So, that is the end of this video. That is my April TBR. Let's hope I actually get to them. I am not going to relay any consequences if I don't actually read the books on my TBR. This is my first TBR video. I'm still trying to stick to a TBR. I've never stuck to a TBR. Ever. The times I have assigned myself a TBR, I've never stuck to them in my life. Hope I do that this time around. So, that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Christina. This is my channel, Christina's Chapters. Stay tuned for more videos. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And I'll be back with more videos coming soon. Bye.